Guys, there's a couple of rules that's going around. There's some rumors, this is going to happen in Qatar. You're not going to be able to drink in the stadium. Now vape is disallowed. I mean, what's going on?
Vape has been disallowed since 2014 in Qatar, actually.
Lakini Waislamu wanakuanga watu wa shisha.
Bruh, vape because of health reasons. The same way shisha hapa has been banned. Yes, because of health reasons. That's been there since 2014. E-cigarettes, basically. So if you're a vapor, although they say that you can purchase it, but it's not like, okay, basically ni kama shisha hapa. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So of course alcohol, but this is with all Arab countries. You can't buy alcohol out of designated alcohol places. So the rules remain the same. Even if you go to Dubai, it's the same thing. You can only buy drink alcohol in certain places, which is the bars, the restaurants that serve alcohol. You can't buy alcohol in the supermarket and go to your Airbnb with it. You have to be a Qatari resident for that to be allowed.
I have to be a citizen of Qatar to buy my liquor and go home with it.
Yeah.
But if I'm not, if I've gone to watch the World Cup in Qatar, I have to buy my liquor there, I drink it there, and I leave.
You're not going to buy liquor in the stadium. There's no liquor in the stadium.
I'm not talking about in the stadium.
The only way to enjoy the match is to get drunk, then go to the stadium.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay, not get drunk.
But why are you going to the stadium drunk with your kids?
First of all,
your kids.
Yeah, you're forgetting football is like a family thing. Eh?
Exactly.
There'll be 2-year-olds there watching with their parents, 3-year-olds.
Right now, football is going on the Etihad, right? I'm sure. Look, half the fans probably have a beer. Haaland has scored again. This Haaland guy.
But you're not understanding. That's the UK.
Half the dads probably have a beer in their hands.
Yeah, but that's the UK. It's acceptable in the UK.
Nico, football and beer is one thing.
Who said?
No, it's not.
Who said?
It's one thing.
Oh my God! All North African stadiums do not serve football inside. Do not serve beer in their football, and that's why they play better football than the rest of us.
The best thing to do is to get drunk first, then go, because
you can't say that.
Wezi kunywa nini uko ndani?
Tutakunywa after.
Hold on.
After, hapana. Hiyo kitu ukiona kama uko maji. Kai.
Utamiss kila kitu.
You won't miss. Kwanza you make so much noise. You get out there.
I'd like to make a disclaimer. Guys, if you listen to JT right now, we do not advocate for excessive alcohol consumption.
Hao ni watu wanaenda Qatar. Watu wanaenda Qatar mulewe kabisa ndio muingie kwa stadium.
We do not advocate for excessive alcohol consumption right here on the Energy Sports.
No, I'm saying
we do not.
I'm saying the people going to watch the game.
Yeah.
No,
I know we don't advocate, but I'm saying the best thing for them.
He has a point. Why are you going to turn up in a stadium like that? You probably won't even get in. Because remember, like I'm telling you, a stadium is a place where you have kids there.
Yeah.
As much as you're saying the Etihad, that's
but
you're not
going to cause fracas. You're just going to be.
You will, because you'll be drunk and disorderly, and that in every country, including the UK, is actually a crime.
The Qatari officials have said, they have no problem with someone being drunk as long as you don't cause damages. Umesema drunk, and as long as you're not disorderly, you don't break or disconfigure public property.
Like vandalism and all that.
Watakuacha. In fact, wakipata umelewa umezima, watakubeba wakutafutie cab upelekwe penye unalala.
Now, try telling a drunk person that.
No, but I like the way JT is saying that, like as if he actually interviewed any of these officials, because that's not according to what we have been reading online. Because there's no part that they're going to allow you uzime kwa stadium. You're not even going to be allowed in, to be honest. Drunk and disorderly is a crime across the world. It's not a Qatari thing.
I did say,
including even the Etihad
Nico, you're not saying what I'm saying. You're putting words in my. I didn't say disorderly. I said get drunk, go to the stadium, enjoy the game, have a good time, because you can't go with your beer inside the pitch. So the best is to do it before. You know what I'm saying? Do the damage before, then go and enjoy the game. Otherwise, there are other rules. There are other things that we need to be talking about.
For sure.
The queer community has been complaining.
So okay, before we get there, there's this poster that has been doing rounds, and on Twitter, social media in general, and it says Qatar welcomes you, but note, reflect your respect to the religion and culture of Qatari people by avoiding these behaviors. So number one is drinking alcohol, which we just talked about, and homosexuality, nothing, immodesty, no profanity, not respecting places of worship, loud music and sounds is prohibited, dating is prohibited, and taking people's pictures without their permission is also prohibited. So, after this poster was doing rounds on social media, very many people were up in arms, and most of them were from the West. To be honest, most of them are from the West. You know, the United States of America, Europe in general.
I think we need to stop generalizing Europe, man. Because the Portuguese and the Spanish and the Serbians came out and said they don't want to be generalized in these terms. We need to be very clear. Germany, UK. We need to be very clear about which countries are pro and which countries are not pro. Because the countries that are not pro are getting offended by the fact that they're being included in things that they're not part of.
Why are we?
But anyway, that poster did rounds, but the Qataris did come out and say that apparently that poster was fake.
Oh, it's a fake poster.
Yes, because you see, okay, there's some things on it like loud noises. You're not gonna stop people from cheering for their clubs, so they're gonna cheer for their clubs. Second of all, PDA, regardless of whether you're straight or not, is not prohibited in any Arab country that you're going to visit. Be it Dubai, be it Abu Dhabi, be it Qatar. It's against their rules.
This is man and woman, man and man. Okay, zote.
You can't go there. Alafu also, I don't know about the rules per se in Qatar, so I don't want to be held accountable by anything. But usually you will not. With most Arab countries, I can't book a hotel room, me and a guy that I'm not married to.
So, Nico, when you say PDA, public displays of affection, is holding hands part of that?
Holding hands, making out.
So if I held the hand, I said, that's my sister.
Why would you be PDAing with your sister? Holding hands with your sister is not the same as holding...
It's my girlfriend. It's my girlfriend, yeah? But,
no, you said sister.
Yeah, it's my girlfriend, but I say, when they come, I say it's my sister.
Will you be able to prove it? Because they will ask you for documentation.
Will they ask for documentation?
Nafanana.
Jeez.
Nafanana.
They will ask for documentation. Because you see, it's the same reason like what I'm telling you when it comes to living together with a guy that you're not married to. Like, I can't go and book a room with a guy that I'm not married to because they will ask for you for documentations.
Yeah.
They have a tendency of asking for documentation in most Arab countries. So hata ukisema ni sister yako, si kama hapa nitasema sijui ni I'm dating one guy and saying the other one is my brother and he's living in the same house.
Show your ID.
You have to show that.
Guys, there's almost been a sort of a campaign against Qatar because of their rules and their culture and the way they are about the queer community.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Because for me, I don't think we've ever had this kind of a conversation. I'm sure we had rules in Russia. I'm sure there was a couple of things that were happening in Russia. But this thing about the queer community is becoming too much. It's almost as if the World Cup is only about them.
But guys, by the time Russia was having the World Cup, because also Russia is a very strong religious country as well, aside from everything else that they do.
Yeah.
They hadn't gotten to that point where they had flags.
Yeah, it wasn't as prominent as it is today.
The rainbow flag.
Yeah.
It's always been there.
No, it's been there, yes,
but it wasn't at that point.
Yeah.
Like symbolize the way it is right now.
Exactly. And I feel like, I in my opinion, I feel like there's some sort of bias because it's a Muslim country, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
There's bias because it's not a Western.
Nation. The ideals are not Western.
Yeah, but the World Cup is not about the queer community. This conversation is going long overdue.
It is. In fact, Nicolette showed me a post that October 8th is what? Yeah, she's not gonna say it.
But you guys, look, they don't have a problem. This is the part where people are missing.
Yeah.
They don't have a problem with the way you are.
Yes.
You understand? They don't have a problem with you, JT, and whatever you like. They have a problem with you displaying it. And that goes for anyone, whether you're straight or not. It goes for anyone. Me, Nicolette, I can't be there making out with someone because they're kids. I mean, guys, they're more traditional than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Than some of us. So let's be respectful of that. Like I keep saying it. Let's just be respectful of that. Because trust me, even tomorrow if we held the World Cup in Serbia, they're going to have the same rules. True. If you held it in Portugal, they're going to maintain the same rules. If you held it in Spain, they're going to... Italy, for God's sake, they're going to maintain the same rules. But I think the problem is what Sam is saying. It's because it's Qatar.
Yeah. It is. I mean, look, again, whether it was a bribe or not, whether Qatar got the bid via bribe or not, FIFA knew what Qatar was all about. Qatar didn't just change their laws because of the World Cup. It has always been there.
Yeah.
Has always been there. So you either shape up or shape out.
Yeah.
And there's some countries that are boycotting.
Yeah,
there's some countries
protesting.
that are boycotting.
And guys, we're gonna have a more inclusive conversation about this after the break, and also we're gonna ask you more questions because we have a lot to talk about Qatar as it comes. For now, nataka nikuache na ngoma moja ya Wizkid inaitwa G Love. Is it G Love or Crepton and Kona? Is Crepton Kona an artist?
Yeah, they are from the UK.
Yeah, so let's listen to that tune and we'll be back with more about Qatar, and of course we're gonna test your wits. Twende kazi.
Energy Radio.